Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am here tonight to show you the very basic Afghan stitch. They also call this Tunisian crochet now. I never heard of that word when I was a kid. It was just the Afghan stitch. With Tunisian crochet or using an Afghan crochet hook, you can do many different stitches, and what's different about it is you're always working from the front. You don't turn your work. If you're doing a small, tiny project, you can use a regular crochet hook. So if you only have this is a good way to practice, and you probably only want to make like a chain of 10 just to get started. As you get better at it, you can see this is a very long crochet hook. I got this many, many years ago. They also have crochet hooks that are metal for a little while, but then they're a plastic coil. So you can actually work an entire width of an Afghan on one hook. What it is you're going to have multiple loops on your hook, almost like knitting. So you want to be able to push them down and get them out of your way. I'll actually link down below to some of those hooks so you can take a look at them. But if this is all you've got, practice with this if you've never done this before. All right, we're going to start with a chain. I have a video if you need to learn how to make a chain. You can chain any number you want. For the sake of this video, I'm going to chain 10. Now we're going to start pulling our loops up. So go right into this next chain and pull through, and you leave it right there on your hook. Go to the next one, pull through. 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 And just do that all the way across. Whatever number you chained, that's how many loops you're going to have. So I chained 10, and I have 10 loops because that last chain that we made was already on our hook. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now this is going to be how you do every single row. You yarn over, and on this end you're going to pull through just one loop. You always do that when you're on this end. The first stitch is just through one loop. For the rest of the row, you're going to yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. All the way across. Until you get to the end. You just leave that right there on your hook, and you're going to start going back in that direction. And here's where there are many variations. I'm going to show you how I learned as a kid, and it's still, I guess, considered the basic Afghan stitch or the basic Tunisian crochet stitch. But there are many ways that you can do this, and you can stick your hook in various places. The reason I don't care for this particular stitch that I'm about to show you is because the work curls. There are ways you can kind of prevent that. If you use a bigger hook and have a looser stitch, it won't curl as much, but it still pretty much curls. Another thing you can do is what we used to call blocking. You put your piece on an ironing board, you can put a cloth over it, a washcloth or whatever, and then you press with steam and you steam it. It still will curl after that. Another thing you can do is put a border around. It still curls after that. But the reason I want to show you this stitch is because I sometimes put a couple of rows of this Afghan stitch in a regular crochet project, so you need to know how to do it. And so here's the basic stitch. You're just going to put your hook under this bar. See how this bar is going all the way across? You're going to put your hook under the bars, and I want you to see, here's the last bar right here at the very end. See, bar, bar, and that's also considered a bar. So let's just start. You go under the first bar, pull through. Leave your loop right there. Go under the next one, pull through. Under the next one, pull through. It's a very, very easy stitch to work. Under the bar, pull through. Under the bar, pull through. Under the bar, pull through. And now we have our last 2 bars. Under the bar, pull through. And under that very last bar, pull through. Once again, when you're on this end, you're always going to yarn over and pull through just one. That's how you start the return row. Now you yarn over again and you pull through two. Yarn over, pull through two. Yarn over, pull through two. And you do that all the way across until you have just one left. Now if you look at this next row that we did, it looks lacier. It's got like holes. The first row didn't do that because we were working on the chain. You can see it already wants to curl. It's a curly little bugger. I'm going to show you that when you're done, I will show you how to finish this top row off so it's not all holy like that. So let's do another row. We're just going to start over again. You go under the bar, pull through. And you'll see that the bars are very easy to see now. And you're just going to go under the, the front one for this tutorial. Under, pull through. Under, pull through. Under, pull through. All the way across. You can see you wouldn't want to really work more than 10 stitches on this size hook. I just didn't want to use this for the tutorial because some of you probably don't have one like this. And it's also very clumsy to use when your hands are in front of a camera, so I'm not bothering with it. Okay, pull through and then through my very last bar. You can't forget about that little bugger. And then yarn over and pull through just one. And then yarn over and pull through two, through two, through two. It really is very easy. Okay, I'm going to finish this off camera. I'm going to do a few rows and then I'll be right back. I worked a few more rows and you can see, I mean, this really does. It likes to just curl up like that. Now we're at the end and I have a hair. I am so fucking classy. I'm going to show you now how you can handle that top row. There's several ways, but here's one way. You're going to go under your bar just as though you're going to, start another row. And you're just going to do a slip stitch. So pull through and pull right through that loop on your hook. So go under again and just pull through both. Go under and pull through both. You want to kind of make it not tight. Go under, pull through both. And you can see it fills up that row. See how it's looking nice and full as opposed to holy? So go through both. Under and go through both. Under, go through both. Go through both. And go through your last one. And you can see how neat this block is. I mean, it's just so neat. As a matter of fact, once you finish that, notice this. This edge is already done. I mean, it just makes a chain like that on the edge. And then you have this. So if you want, you can just finish this off by going around those other two sides and continuing with this slip stitch. But I'm going to show you what I do. Let's look at this side. Yours is going to look exactly the same. Now we could easily put our hook here, and just go under that top strand of yarn. But it's going to make it very loose and holy. So what I do is, we're already in that one, so we're skipping that guy. We've already done that one. Instead of going here, go in the hole like to the bottom right of it. So instead of there, this is kind of too compact. So pretend you're going there, but come out and go in that hole under it and do your slip stitch. So here, go under it right there, slip stitch, and you'll just get used to finding that little hole right there. So I guess you could also look at it this way. There's these two little bars here from the previous stitch. You're just going to go in between these bars and these bars. But if you forget, say, oh, well, I would feel like going there, but instead I'm going to back up and go down there. And you're just going to do that all the way across. And when you slip stitch, again, don't be too tight because it will pull on your work. Go in, and when I say don't be too tight, you know, just make your loops nice and loose. And then let's see, where am I? Okay, I already did this one, so now I'm going to go here. In this case, I can go right in the corner and do my slip stitch. Now, going in that bottom row, let's see, I think you can just go like under those two. Yeah, that's good enough. That's our beginning chain, the foundation chain, so you're just going to go into each space there and do a slip stitch all the way across. And then when we get here, you can finish in this corner. Do one, and then just go through the back chain of that next one, pull through, snip, pull your yarn through, and then I just like to put my hook and pull that to the back. And you're done. And look how nice and neat that is. And it's got the little chain all the way around it. Curly, but it serves a purpose. Now, I will tell you, this is excellent for making dishcloths, because look at the back. Look at, it's really thick and it's a rugged stitch. And you don't care if it wants to curl up. And I'm sure when it's wet, it's not going to curl up. And maybe after a few washes, maybe the curl goes away. I do not know, because it's been a long time since I've played with the Afghan stitch, which I'm so used to calling it the Afghan stitch. Well, this is the Afghan stitch, but all the other fancy stuff we're going to do is, you know, pretty much called Tunisian crochet now. So I'll just have to get used to that. And that's it. So if you've never, another hair, what am I frigging shedding? Oh my God, I'm gonna have to start using black yarn. It's because I have been kicked back on the couch quite a bit today, just playing with different stitches and stuff. And I hesitated to show this to you because I'm not a fan of the curling of it, but it is a good stitch and I do want you to know it because we will be using it. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe so you don't miss any more hairy crochet kind of videos, and I'll be back with more soon. Bye!